Hello, this is Adeptus Nubis and this is another 1v1 cast. Today the players are ArcticFrenzy and PaperBaG. On the blue side we have Chaos Lord, unsuppressible, very tanky hero. There's some weird map hacks over here. Very offensive commander, very much early bully potential. For the red side we have PaperBaG, a warlock, also a melee offensive commander. More of a spellcaster though than direct combat. Let's see how this turns out. Everybody grabbing their initial points. Nothing fancy so far. And just going for this secondary power node over here. The Avengers already kept this one. And yes, the first skirmish, the Avengers versus Heretics. Seems like Frenzy is really desperate for this cap. Yeah, and will retreat. Now the Chaos Lord meets the Warlock in the center of the map. Warlock won't have none of it. He just flees away. Has an excellent ability early on. Can apply so much net pressure without the ability to teleport. The CSM are just going to kite away from the Warlock, going to force melee combat on the Dire Avengers, force them off. Yeah. There we go. Easy as that. And we see a shuriken platform being built here for PaperBaG. It's a very good choice to control the Chaos Lord, not allowing him to just run in your lines and harass the crap out of you. Warlock is doing the best he can to stop the CSM from actually doing something productive, while the rest of his army is fighting elsewhere. We see Kill the Weak, being used here on the Warlock to knock him down. Isn't really effective versus single targets, since it regens health for the amount of targets that are actually in the vicinity. So the more targets, the better. Warlock might go down here, and will go down here. Yes. Shuriken platform is being tied up here by the Chaos Lord. That's what I meant about being a huge bully early on, and this is how you should play this hero. The Avengers now have their Exarch leader. It's quite decent actually in melee combat, and he has this very effective lead. Chaos Lord being forced off here. So far, no victory points taken away from ArcticFrenzy, and we have Havocs on the field. Very seem to have taken some damage here. I'm guessing by the Banshees. Banshees fleeting away behind this line of sight blocker, trying to zone out the Chaos advance here. Let's see how this goes. Shuriken platform setting up, suppressing these heretics, but Havoc's also setting back up, zoning out these Banshees in return. CSM are gonna get behind that heavy cover. The Avengers should also do so. They will set up behind green cover, which is obviously more effective than yellow cover, which is light cover. And there we see Kill the Weak, way more effective than earlier, since he used it on Banshees. And ArcticFrenzy has been forced off, and PaperBaG is using this time to bash some generators. The Avengers are somewhat decent at bashing. Also very noticeable, very light build here for PaperBaG. He really likes these really low unit builds. This is how Eldar were supposed to be played: high utility, low unit count. Wow, Inspiring Champion Heretics being shot to pieces here. Now Havoc set up, and Shuriken platform being tied up by the Chaos Lord, and both will have to fall back. Warlock in the meantime capping up the top side of this map, while the Banshees, where are the Banshees? Banshees, yeah, we see these map errors again. Warlock seems to have found the wrong side of a barrel. Just falls back for now.
It is ours now.
He actually retreated full health. It's okay to do that. And still no victory point taken away from ArcticFrenzy. It's now 500 to 377. Banshee's engaging the Chaos Sword. He'll just use Kill the Weak. I'm sorry, Kill the Weak. There we go. Knocks back the Banshees. I think he could have waited a little bit longer until he took a few models from Banshees.
Victory point is lost.
CSM duking it out with some Dire Avengers here. Will get behind that green cover, and Dire Avengers will lose this fight, especially with Heretics. Still default Heretics, but still Heretics closing in. CSM forced off the Dire Avengers, but now Banshees on approach. And CSM will have none of that and just fall back for now without losing a model. Losing CSM models is very annoying since they're very expensive. And both players are either going tier 2 or are already tier 2. PaperBaG being the first to tier 2. Aspiring Champion Heretics falling back to the power now. Speed worshipping the Chaos Sword out of base. Let's see, no War Gear so far. Level 2 Chaos Sword, no War Gear so far for the Warlock as well. Level 1 still. And curious to find out which units we're gonna see next. Guessing we're gonna see, yes, there's a Falcon. It's a very popular choice at the moment since it's very cheap. It's only 90 power and it grants the reinforcements on the field and does decent anti-vehicle damage as well. So Blood Crusher is not a good option right now. Banshee's effectively zoning out the units over here, not allowing them to come back on the field, but will have to fall back since these are base turrets and this is the base and it's heavily fortified. Warlock decapping this fully matured. Requisition points, always a very good thing to do versus Chaos since they're very requisition heavy in tier 2, not so power heavy. Always take away their resource points. Or their requisition points, that is. Here comes the Falcon. Look at this damage. ArcticFrenzy will either have to go for autocannon to keep the somewhat anti-infantry option, but also anti-vehicle option, or go straight for a last cannon. We shall see, and he goes for the Mark of Corn here, granting him the autocannon. See the Aspiring Champion, not the Aspiring Champion, but the Banshee Exarch here with their heavy melee spear and some Fire Dragons, and they will make short work out of this power farm here. One gen down, the node goes down, Fire Dragons not firing, and Plague Marines it is as well for ArcticFrenzy. Is a very good choice actually, because Banshees, as you will see in a second, cannot really do too much to Plague Marines without being endangered themselves. So that's the right thing. They go straight for the autocannon because that's the unit that deals the most amount of damage at the moment with its explosive DPS. Fire Dragons did finish off the last 2 generators being tied up and chased away here by Aspiring Champion Heretics so far. And the VPs are evening up because it's a triple cap against ArcticFrenzy right now. Plague Marines making their way for the power farm here of PaperBaG, but PaperBaG spotted it right away, goes in with a Warlock to tie them up. And the power bash is averted for now. So PaperBaG is in a very good position right now. He got out 2 of his tier 2 units did preserve his power farm for now and bashed ArcticFrenzy's power farm, which might even make ArcticFrenzy consider staying in tier 2 right now. Since, as I've said before, Chaos is very requisition hungry, so replacing all the gens might actually not be a good idea. Banshee's kiting away here, baiting out the kill the weak and then re-entering melee combat, but being suppressed here by the heretics and being shot at by the CSM and the autocannon. Let's see. Chase away the CSM. The CSM were scared of the Banshees there. I think they could have actually stayed in combat here and with the help of the Plague Marines could have finished off these Banshees. Huge whiff here from ArcticFrenzy. Was too scared of these Banshees. Banshees level 2 already, well on their way to level 3, and Banshees do somewhat become uncontrollable once they're fully leveled. Fire Dragons retaking this victory point here, and this game is somewhat turning around here for PaperBaG, who has been on the losing end for the first part of the game so far.
Do not lose us that power.
Fire Dragons attacking these Plague Marines. Plague Marines have a huge HP pool, as you can see here 2000 HP, and their health regen is just out of control. They regen at an insane rate, and we see the first war gear upgrade here for the Chaos Lord. Being really angry with these Banshees running around, being as annoying as they can be sometimes, and upgrades to the Blood Maul, a very effective anti-melee weapon. Kill the Weak has been used here, but now he has to fall back, does not have enough energy to actually use the, I think it's called Sweeping Doom ability, which deals huge amounts of knockback to units in range. Falcon forcing off the autocannon here, and Banshee's also forcing off the Chaos Lord, and now an Autarch has been called down. Very highly mobile sub-commander, already upgraded with the Executioner. It's a power melee weapon, used to be a heavy melee weapon in retail, is a power melee weapon now. She's extremely good. A very good support commander here. Support sub-commander, I must say. Oh, Falcon gets caught here. The Plague Marines get a shot, and they do get a shot. Bloodletters as well now, and the autocannon will finish off. Yes, this Falcon was on the wrong side of the map and got caught out very badly here by the autocannon and Plague Marines. And Bloodletters it is, I'm guessing this is in response to the Autarch here being very annoying. Autarch jumping in, and you did see that the jump actually also has a heal effect. Fire Dragons piling on the DPS here on the Plague Marines, but Plague Marines, they seem to be so resistant to mortal losses, and just as I say that, they lose mortal. And that's also the reason why Banshees are not very good at engaging Plague Marines, since the Death Explosion actually deals knockback damage. Dire Avengers have also been upgraded here with their battle equipment, now can also throw grenades and build energy shields which grant 100% damage mitigation. Another model here for the Plague Marines go down, but these Plague Marines have so much health per model that they will definitely not get wiped here. Bloodletters now tying up these Dire Avengers and tearing them apart, and the Autarch has to jump these CSM because they have been upgraded with the Mark of Zinj, granting them Infernal Bolts. It's a really high DPS weapon. And here comes the Chaos Lord charging in on the Autarch, and the Autarch doesn't want to have anything to do with that Blood Maul. It's a really scary piece of war gear. Oh, and I completely missed the Warlock going down here. PaperBaG going tier 3 though. It's going to be interesting to see what he's going to get out. And as I predicted, ArcticFrenzy has opted to stay tier 2, does not have enough power at all to even consider going tier 3, and it's a good thing for him that he's actually staying tier 2.
Horizon upgrade interrupted.
Here comes PaperBaG. Moving about his power farm, does not want to lose his power now as he's going tier 3, that would be very. And there we see it, the Sweeping Doom. Is it actually called the Sweeping Doom? I think it's called. Yes, it is called the Sweeping Doom. Dealt huge amounts of knockback here. Fire Dragons, of course, immune to knockback, so they don't care about that. Bloodletters teleporting in here on these Fire Dragons. Fire Dragons are heavy infantry now in the new patch iteration, so will take increased damage here from Bloodletters, but Bloodletters are being forced off by Dire Avengers, also using the Emboldened ability, as you can see here by the yellow buff circles. And it's 255, 278. It's really close so far, and we're gonna see another Bloodletter squad here for ArcticFrenzy, trying to stem the tide here. And let's see, level 3 Banshees, almost level 4. They're going to be level 4, I'm guessing, right after this engagement. Ortak jumping in, buffing the Banshees here. That was a crazy Banshee here. Shuriken setting up right in the face of the Chaos Lord. Chaos Lord is going to use this Sweeping Doom ability to escape here. Autocannons piling on the DPS on the Banshees, and Bloodletters teleporting in on the Ortak here. But this is double Bloodletters, not a single Bloodletters, so double Bloodletters. But still triple cap here for PaperBaG, so he's doing really well to keep ArcticFrenzy from gaining back map control here. If you look at the map, it's really red. Only the Plague Marines can roam around free here, because the rest of the army has been tied up at this engagement over here. But there was a full retreat from PaperBaG, so Dire Avengers now in a ranged fight here with these Plague Marines. Not sure whether that's a fight they would like, due to the huge health pool of these Plague Marines. And Plague Marines will engage them in melee combat, and here you can see the red debuff circles. That's because Plague Marines actually slow down nearby enemy units. Warlock has been repurchased. It's going to tie up these Bloodletters. Bloodletters here did phase shift though, making them immune to all damage and knockback and all effects of this existence, since they actually, I think it's their phase shift allows them to phase out of our existence or something like that. Not that lore heavy. The Ortak has been proven to be such a great asset here to this army. Level 2 already. Buffing the Banshees, giving them back health when needed. Now the Ortak's gonna engage. Yeah, very nice special here from the Ortak. ArcticFrenzy is having a very difficult time here, coming back on the map, and these double Bloodletters have not changed this so far. He does have a lot of red, so he could use Bloodlust at any point. And so far, 129, 278. No armor upgrade. Ah, there we go. Armor upgrade. Armor of the Inferno here. And we see the Witchblade of Kernus here from the Warlock. That's actually a very good choice here, considering there's double Bloodletters. He will have to play the Warlock very defensively though. And there we see Bloodlust being activated, and PaperBaG immediately realizes that he has no chance of winning this engagement with double Bloodletters and Bloodlust and Worship support. He just immediately full retreats his entire army, and this is giving ArcticFrenzy the time he needs to actually recap some of the map here. And we see it turning blue immediately. CSM going to take this top victory point, Bloodletters this bottom victory point, and Chaos Lord this center victory point. potentially threatening a triple cap here. Finally gaining back his natural acquisition point and his contested acquisition point, but no. Shuriken sets up, and where are the heretics? Heretics are needed here. Heretics do grant health regen and energy regen to bloodletters since they are demons, and demons do benefit from worship. And there we see the insane health regen granted by heretic worship. Seems like bloodletters have been forced off down here by the Eldar army, but now they are engaging double bloodletters here under heretic worship. Autark jumps in though, but this is now double bloodletters on. Let's see the banshees here. Wow, banshees getting torn apart here, and now it's the Autark, and Bloodlust is being active. Has PaperBaG realized? No, he's concentrating on the Warlock here, using the Ethereal Slash, but loses his Autark in the process. That's a huge loss. And now these fire dragons are gonna get it on retreat. Let's see, we might see a retreat grenade here. Yes, we do see a retreat grenade. Actually, not a retreat grenade, but a very defensive grenade. But there has... Oh my god, I didn't even realize an avatar has been purchased here from PaperBaG. And this avatar is going to be a huge problem for ArcticFrenzy. He does have double bloodletters, autocannon, and plague marines though, so he can slow the avatar and engage it in melee combat. Bloodletter's phase shifting out of existence here, moving away from the avatar. Will get healed up though in the meantime. Actually, no, that's wrong. And now the bloodletters are re-engaging the avatar. And look at the damage it's taking because it's super heavy infantry, and the bloodletters do power melee damage. They really do a great deal of damage to this avatar, and it's about to go down here, I think. Let's see. 1300 HP left. We might see a Wailing Doom here. No, it's the Wrath of Cain. Knocking back nearby enemies, and you see it even affected the Calderis Lord, who is else knockback immune, Bloodlust being active here, but this is not enough. The Eldar army is so strong right now. It's very low though, and Bloodlust saving the day here. Bloodletters have to fall back, took huge losses, but so did PaperBaG. And this avatar will have to stay in base for a while. The Gates ability is being used. Warlock Gates actually do heal nearby friendly units, so avatar will heal up faster, and since it's a single entity, it does also grant, not grant, but receive a lot of health per second at base. Warlock seems to have wiped some heretics over here. Heretics are being repurchased here, very important now, these heretics. He needs those heretics for the bloodletters or they're going to be worthless. Plague Marines still on the field, have not yet been killed. And there you see the death explosion. That is why it's sometimes folly to actually engage Plague Marines with Banshees, but these Plague Marines are so low right now, and they will actually go down here. Good job from PaperBaG taking out these Plague Marines, and the avatar is almost back to full health. Doesn't even need to wait, because PaperBaG notices ArcticFrenzy is reeling right now, and PaperBaG is going in for the kill. He is going to close this game right now, threatening the triple cap here. Banshees will have to fall back though, because double blood are just teleporting on their ass. But still, Eldritch Storm is being used here to deny this cap, and this is the game because that's a 2-0 cap, and this will be the game. Yes, the last victory points running out. Very good job here from PaperBaG. Also has a lot of requisition and power in the bank here. Did not get bashed once. Let's look at the power. 366 power. Even if he would have gotten bashed, he still had enough power to buy all the tier 3 goodies he wanted. Very, very nice game. Calderis Lord level 4 here, kitted out with the Blood Maul, Armor of the Inferno, and Icon of Corn. Level 3 CSM here. and level 2 and level 1 Bloodletters did not do so good. And then here Vanilla Heretics, of course, and then we see the Warlock, who hasn't been kitted out with war gear for most of the game, and then he got the Wishblade of Kernus and the Providence armor as well. Very good loadout for the late game Warlock, and he got to level 6 in no time. Level 4 Die Avengers have done a great job at putting up map pressure and just killing models. Level 4 Banshees, don't even have to say much about them. They did so awesome, killing the Plague Marines there at the end and just harassing the living crap out of the Autocannon and the CSM and the Chaos Lord, even despite him having the Blood Maul with some good micro. Level 3 Guardian Weapon Team, don't see that very often, and level 3 Fire Dragons here did kill that power farm, very important, and since they have melted damage they also put out huge amounts of damage versus heavy infantry and commander armor, and then of course the Avatar of Cain here. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the cast. Until next time, see you.